My name is Luke Davidson, and I work at Enbridge in the customer care group here in Chatham, Ontario, Canada. I've been asked by Enbridge to share my story of contracting the COVID-19 virus back in March. I'm going to take you guys back to where it began, and that was me going on a short 4-day holiday down to Nashville with a good friend of mine just to have a great time. So we arrived in Nashville, everything was good. Friday morning, we received a message from our Prime Minister of Canada saying that if you're out of the country, that if you could please come home or start thinking about coming home. Saturday night, the mayor of Nashville actually shut down downtown. Since the tourist attractions are gone, we just left. I got home on Sunday night, and then by Monday night, Tuesday morning, I really started to started to have symptoms of what they thought or what people were saying was COVID. What I did is I called 911 and I spoke to the operator and I said, what do I do? And they said, you know what? Just to be safe, we're going to send an ambulance to come pick you up. And the ambulance personnel, they were amazing. They came in and they had all their PPE on. I actually thought I was kind of in a movie because I've never seen ambulance personnel do this before. Come in and they're all suited and booted in their PPE. When I seen the doctor, but an hour later, the doctor said that they were short on test kits and that they're just going to assume that I have COVID just by my certain symptoms or maybe small symptoms that I had and the fact that I was just coming back from the United States. So they sent me home. And at that point, that's when things got way worse. Imagine having the flu, but the worst possible flu there is. My skin hurt, guys. Like my skin hurt to the touch. If I was wearing a sweater like this, the fabric would literally hurt my skin. Every time that I would eat, I'd either get sick or it would go right through me. It wasn't not fun at all. And this is where I want to speak on the nurses that we have here at Enbridge. I dealt with this one nurse named Christy. She was the one who I called originally, and she stayed in contact with me throughout my entire time of experiencing COVID. On Thursday, I believe it was, things have gotten so bad for me, I took a shower because I was hoping to feel better after take a hot shower. And I couldn't catch my breath. And that was probably the scariest thing. So I called Christy and I said, this is what's happening to me. I said, what should I do? The hospital told me just to stay home because they didn't have any COVID kits. And Christy's like, Luke, you need to do me a favor and you need to hang up this phone and you need to call 911. 3 ambulance personnel came, 2 in one ambulance and 1 supervisor. Feeling like I'm in a movie again. Because I didn't know I had COVID. I hadn't been tested for it. And the symptoms that I was having, guys, weren't actually all COVID symptoms at the time. Like I had lost my sense of taste and smell. And that was well before that was a known symptom. So by the time we get to the hospital, first thing they do, put me in a back secluded room again, and they do test me right away. I was positive for COVID-19. My oxygen levels were 81, 82, when a healthy human being should be between 95 up to at least, around, if not 99 to 100. So they said, we want to keep you here until your oxygen levels get up to 95 or over that for at least 24 hours. That being said, I was in the hospital for 5 days. It took 4 days of constantly having Tylenol given to me every 4 hours to break the fever that I had. COVID's real. There are people out there who say it isn't. It's so real. That being said, we just need to honestly just abide by what our public health officials are saying that we should be doing. It's really going to save you. I promise you, you don't want to go through what I went through. My doctor came to me and he said, what made you call the ambulance or call us to come and get you? And I said to him, it's actually my Enbridge nurse, Christy, who told me to call. And he said, well, you should thank her because she may have saved your life. As soon as I got home, I called Christy, my nurse, and told her that I was home. I said, when people are allowed to travel and you can come to Chatham, where I'm located, come to my office. I said, I cannot wait to take you for lunch. Because I don't think I've ever actually bought someone lunch before who saved my life. That's my story of having COVID.